What's up YouTube? For tonight's video we have a full Doctor Who villain team. This one is for Patreon. If you do want your theme team done, check it out in the description. Okay, so tonight guys, I got 2 uploads coming at you. I've got one a little bit later on, so look out for that one too. So pumping out 2 videos tonight. I've been working pretty hard. Okay, so this one was against Jason. Now this was actually his theme team, so I got to actually battle him against his theme team, and I battled him not telling him what theme I was using. Okay, this was one crazy ass battle. Let's get to it. So we've got a special Prugly lead there. It's going to use Water Pulse on me. My Zap Cannon is going to miss. I thought it'd be appropriate for the Daleks to have a Zap move for extermination. Anyway, so I get confused by Water Pulse. Of course that happened, and I'm going to hit myself in confusion there. Alright, so I needed to get something off, get some damage off on this Prugly. Now it's continuing going for, I think it could be Choice Specs, I'm not sure. I snap out of confusion and Zap Cannon misses again. So basically, best start to a battle 2016 there, and I'm going to go down to the Water Pulse. Right, so, well, if only the Daleks got beaten that quickly in the actual thing. Now, actually, I really do like the old Doctor Who's, right? Especially the early ones. Anyway, so I go for the final game, but then I just missed the kill. I'm like, damn. So I'm having a really rough time at the moment. So the Prugly's still living on a little bit of health there. Okay, so I'm going to swap in my Beartic here. Now, the Prugly is going to obviously outspeed me there and go for the Water Pulse again on Beartic. And I get confused again. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm having a really flash time at the moment, and I hit myself in confusion too. So by this stage, I was the salt levels were starting to rise pretty high. Okay, so I'm getting hit by another Water Pulse there. I'm like, please snap out of confusion. I do. I get the rain up, which is good. Now, I just want to boost my speed there. Now, I've got Aquajet on this set just to finish. I probably should have just finished it off, knowing, like, I didn't think I'd get such bad luck, though. Okay, so finishing the Prugly off. So, a very, very unlucky, rough start to this battle. But that's how it is. Okay, so out comes Muck. I'm like, well, there's not really too much I can do this outside of Icicle Crash. I was going to run a special Beartic, but I didn't this time. And not that it probably would have mattered too much there. Muck goes Explosion. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not going to live with that. So, yeah, Muck's going to go boom, and that's definitely my Beartic going to be dying there. So, I'm getting trolled so hard at the moment. Alright, so my Beartic's down, the Muck's down, which I guess is good there. That's half my team gone already, so things aren't looking very good. Right, so I'm going to swap in my Gothitelle here. This is a Choice Specs Gothitelle. Now I've got Trick on this, I've got Psyshock, I've got HP, Ice, and I've got Signal Beam. Okay, it's a physical Frostlass here. Now I'm going to trick at my item. I was like, I wonder what item it actually has. I wasn't really sure. I get the Assault Vest, which is cool. And I give it the Choice Specs. Okay, so it's going to be locked into, at least it's going to be locked into whatever move it does there. Okay, so going for the Psyshock here, so I was like, this should get pretty close to taking this out. It doesn't have a Focus Sash or anything. And I crit, and I just missed the kill again. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Okay, so into the Reggie still here. This was like my best swap in. My team wasn't like super duper tanky. Apart from this, this was sort of my pivot for all the physical and special moves. So I've got red card, and this is going to get rid of that. It's going to get rid of the Frostlass there. Okay, now this is a rest sleeper, and I've got Power Up Punch and Iron Head on it. Now I didn't really want to use it against Cincino at the moment. I just wanted to see what set it was actually running. Okay, so it's going to be running a special set there, and that's going to take out my Gothitelle with a crit, just to add Salt in there. Right, so I've got 2 Pokemon left. I really need to step things up here. So I've got Alakazam here. Now this is a slightly different Alakazam. I've got a Patea Berry Charge Beam boosting substitute Alakazam there, and it works very, very nicely. If you can get the sub up, you can start charge beaming behind it. Okay, so I get Taylor Swift there. It almost takes me out, and that's the Cincino down. Okay, so Alakazam was probably the best Pokemon in the team, quite easily there. Okay, so out comes Butterfree here. I'm going to go for the Psychic. I was like, it's probably got like some sort of Focus Sash or something, not that it took it out anyway. And it's going to be a physical set, which is going to take my Alakazam out, which was hilarious there. So down goes my Alakazam there. It has about 2 defense anyway. Okay, so I've got my Reggie still left. That's the only Pokemon I've got left. I've got to beat a Frostlass. And then another Butterfree comes out. I did see this in the team preview. It was very, very funny. There's 2 Butterfree. So I was like, okay, there's 2 Butterfree sets. Now, since this is my last, my last Reggie still, I couldn't actually swap out. But the good thing was I did have Sleep Talk. Okay, so the Butterfree's putting me to sleep. Now, here I was like, okay, well, obviously I can't go for any move. The best thing I can do is go for the Sleep Talk. And then it sets up Nightmare on me. So this battle was a nightmare. Seriously, like I'm getting trolled so hard. Anyway, so going for the Sleep Talk here, and I get the Power Up Punch, which is cool there. So I'm going to boost my attack a little bit there. The problem was, right, Nightmare was doing quite a bit of damage to me, and I was asleep. Like Nightmare does like a certain fixed amount of quarter of your health every turn. Okay, so now Butterfree goes to the Dream Eater there, and it doesn't do a lot to me there, but I think apparently it had a Focus Sash here, so he was trying to, get his Focus Sash back. Then I wake up, I actually go for Iron Head, because I'm like, I'm not going to go for Sleep Talk here. I go for the Iron Head, then I get a crit and take the Butterfree out, so it was amazing luck there to get rid of that Butterfree there. Whoa. Okay, so the next Butterfree is going to come in here, and it's going to go for Facade. That's not really going to do too much to me at all. I'm Reggie still. There. I'm just gonna throw the rest up here because my health isn't looking too hot, and I've only got like 1 Power Up Punch, so I'm not really hitting like super duper hard there. Not that there's much left on their health. So Butterfree's gonna swap out here, and in comes the Frostlass on a little bit of health there. So it's like, okay, well, if I get Iron Head here, this is going to be the end of Frostlass here. Okay, so I do get an attacking move, but it's Power Up Punch, which goes straight through it. Of course it does. Then Frostlass has Wake Up Slap. I'm like, oh my god, this is going to hit so hard. Because it gets a boost when your Pokemon sleep. Since that woke me up, Sleep Talk actually fails. Now, Frostlass is going to go for the Wake Up Slap again. It's not going to be as powerful because I'm not asleep. So I just hang on 30 health. I'm able to get the Iron Head off here and take out the Frostlass. So I was like, well, the last Pokemon is, I'm very certain it's the Choice Banded Butterfree. It clearly hasn't any moves to hit me for super effective or even neutral. Then it's going to go for the Giga Impact. I'm like, well, I've got this one. There's no way I'm not going to die to this one. And it fucking crits me. Are you serious? Oh, what an amazing battle, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Peace.